if I say such a thing to my father will look me twice like, what is wrong with me? So I begged him to reason, but he didn't change his mind. And after all said and done, the relationship scattered. I'm not gonna lie, during that period I wasn't myself, because I trusted this guy. I have loved him to the point that, I said I kept my body for him. Now I kept myself. Like, I was envisioning me and this man. So all the plans, all the things I had in my head and everything, I felt bad for some days. Like, I couldn't eat for some days, but I just have to pick myself up and move on with my life. Now, exactly a few years after that whole thing happened, my sister came to us, that's me, my family, and told us that there's a man that is coming to see us. And when my sister told me this, and that means marriage arrangements, wedding arrangements ready, ringing. I was so happy. So on the day that man came, guess who my sister brought? That's my ex from a few years ago. When I saw him, I was dumbfounded. I was speechless, but I just had to compose myself because I didn't want to create a scene. My father was there, my uncle was there, so he saw me, but he pretended as if he didn't know me. After I introduced himself to my family, after I said and done that he left, I called my sister and I asked her, where did you meet this man? She said she met him on Facebook, that they were mutuals. I think he sent her a friend request, and from there they started dating. Now, I know a lot of you say, when I was in a relationship with him, didn't my sister know him? My sister knew him with another name. Let's say, a regular person has two names now. His name can be Richard Uchechukwu. So my sister knew him as Richard when I was dating him. Then when he introduced himself to my sister, he introduced himself as Uchechukwu. So during that time we were doing long distance relationship, she knew I was dating him, like I said before, but she didn't know him facially. She calls him Uchechukwu while I call him Richard. So that was how there was confusion. So I told my sister that when she told me that they met on Facebook, that's how they started dating. I told her that this is the same guy that I was in a long distance relationship with though. When I told her, she was surprised. She said, those kind of expression. And I still wanted to tell her that this one that me and this guy have dated before, I don't think it would be a good idea for the both of you to get married. She was like, yes. When I told her, she agreed with me, saying I should not worry that she's going to break up with him. But to my greatest surprise, few weeks later, I still discovered that they were dating. I tried to tell her for the second time reasons why she and the guy shouldn't get married. But that's when my sister told me that she don't think cancelling the whole wedding plans with him is a good idea. That in fact, this one that he has come to the house to introduce himself, and there are already rumors out there that she's about to get married. It's going to be a disgrace that she now later break up with the guy, that she cannot face such disgrace. That since it was long distance relationship that we had, and we didn't have sex now, so it doesn't matter. When she said this, I was dumbfounded, but I didn't want to push further. Let's not be as if I'm trying to pour sand into a gari. At some point, I even took the matter to my parents, but they said I shouldn't worry, that God will give me my own. Since me and the guy did not see physically, exactly what my sister said, since we didn't have intercourse, that it doesn't matter, that I should just try and move on with my life. I was heartbroken, I was pained, but I just had to let everything slide. Now, a couple of months later, they got married, of which on the wedding day, I was present. I wasn't happy, but I had to pretend to be happy. Yes, I had to shove my emotion inside and pretended to be happy. When it was time to take pictures, I took pictures with them, and I just did everything I could because I wanted to support my sister. I did it to support my sister. Yes. Now, few months after their marriage, God blessed them with a baby girl. Tell me why a couple of weeks after my sister birthed her baby, he started texting me, telling me things like, oh, I miss you, apologizing that he didn't mean to do it, to break up with me. It was never his intention. And you know the funniest thing? This man gave my sister her dream wedding. This man that said I will get pregnant first before he married me, this man that said that he doesn't want anything loud, gave my sister her dream wedding. And no, my sister didn't get pregnant before they got married. When he was saying all this thing, I was just looking at him. At first, I didn't even answer him first. I told him that I don't have anything against you. Let's bygone be bygone. You're not my brother-in-law. Everybody move on with your life. The one that now shocked me past is when he said he still wants us to go back to the things that we had, and he still misses me and all of those stuff. This man have guts, shall. When he said all this thing, I was just I didn't take cognizance of it, but he was persistent, and something was like, you know what, just use money to pursue him. Yes. And I told him, okay, if you want us to continue what we had here, you have to give me so amount. I said this thing to chase him away, but to my greatest surprise, uncle asked for my account number and sent me ×2 of the money that I asked him.